Wing sails are one of the defining factors of the 34th America's Cup. In 2010, BMW Oracle Racing used a giant rigid wing sail to beat Alinghi's more traditional sails. New Cup winners built wings into the AC72 class rule. An AC72 wing towers into the sky at 40 meters, with an area of 260 square meters, about the same size as a jumbo jetliner wing.
We've got a great scale model here of our boat. It shows you the difference between the conventional sails, which are made from a membrane or sailcloth, to a three-dimensional wing. It's actually thick across this side, and it's made from two different elements, a front element and a trailing element. And by adjusting the angle of those elements, you can vary the power, just as if you have a 4-cylinder car or an 8-cylinder car. It's exactly the same on the wing. Lots of deflection, bend the flap a lot, lots of horsepower.
Each wing takes approximately 25,000 man-hours to build. In sailing terms, these rigid wings are the ultimate in design. In AC72 terms, it allows the catamarans to fly 3 times the speed of the wind.
This model here at Flying on Water actually shows you how an airfoil generates the forces on the boat. You can see here the velocity of the water going past it on this side is much higher than on this side. That difference in velocity creates a difference in pressure, and it's that pressure differential across the airfoil that actually tips the boat over and also pushes it forward, just that little amount. The whole structural part of the wing is actually a solid structural piece here on the trailing edge and also on the main wing that actually takes all the structural load, a bit like a mast on a normal boat. And this is soft membranes here at the trailing edges, hard thin shells here in this middle section, and structural components up here. So there's quite a solid piece of carbon fibre on the front, like your mast, which all of these shrouds that you can see, these stay wires attached to, keep the thing basically in place and upright. And all the rest of it are aerodynamic shells. Some of them are made from carbon fibre, some of them are made from very thin plastic membranes, but it's all about keeping the weight down, the mast straight, and turning the wind in the most efficient possible way.
Sailing with it is awesome compared to the old horse blankets we used to have up there flapping around the place.
I've entered the sport at a really good time where technology is just ramping up. This is the first time it's really on a big scale with some serious budgets.
There's no getting away from the sort of the adrenaline rush that you get just as you go from doing sort of 20 odd knots upwind to well over 40 downwind. That acceleration as you bear away is very, very hard to explain.